He told me he wanted to make a film. He wanted to research the ordinary and the sensational. I would play a part, and so would he. But Phil was a star.
I feel for this place. This is my place. This is the place which launched me off to be the prophet from Port Kembla. This is where I was brought up from 0 to 10, a brown Josephite upbringing. What did a brown Josephite upbringing give you? It gave you passion, Phil. It gave you passion.
Changed the currency and destroyed the black economy, and especially the drug money. At least $2 billion for health, $1 billion for climate change, and seeding money for corporations to pump sewage out of Sydney, Melbourne to sell to the farmers.
Phil's running for Parliament again.
Oh yes, but the thing about that is poor supporters, if you know what I mean. I'm less poor.
Get back!
Howard is a lick spittle for Bush. Cheney is an underling for Bush. Cheney should be in jail now. He's a war criminal. He should be taken to The Hague and put on trial for what the damage he's done to bloody well Iraq. The people, the kids, the Iraqis, the people who were from the cradle of civilization, and now there is the most uncivilized war and attrition against poor people. All for oil, all for God, and all for America. They're rotten arseholes.
Absolutely. I agree with you. The system of America is what is at fault, is segregation.
It says the world needs great men like Dick Cheney. We love America.
John, we need a statement from this
Okay,
guy here.
okay, well, Alan Jones is just ringing.
All right.
Did someone want a statement?
Yeah, just what brings you here today?
Well, we think that it's about time average ordinary Aussies got up and said, thank you, America. We believe that the Iraq war is a noble cause. We believe that the West has to win, and we can win if we've got the strength to get through it. Now, in the past, the West has fought very hard in World War II, in the Cold War, and eventually we won for freedom, but we're too soft now. And it's great men like Dick Cheney that are hard men that are going to make the world safe for freedom, because we, facing Al-Qaeda, are very, very hard guys, and we need tough men like Dick Cheney. And I think I want to say I really love Dick Cheney. I want to encourage Dick Cheney. Yeah. And I want to say there are millions of Australians that support Dick Cheney.
And millions that don't. And millions that don't.
And in 1942, Australia was going to be invaded by Imperial Japan, and it was the United States that helped Australia, and we're very, very grateful to the Americans for that.
It's 2007.
And 200 years ago, there was one democracy on earth called the United States, and now more than half the world is democratic in 200 short years, and it's because of the leadership of the United States.
Look, I'm against thousands of people dying. It's as simple as that. For what? I agree, Al-Qaeda. Somebody go and get Al-Qaeda. They weren't in Iraq. I don't know what this is about.
So
Thousands are dying.
Dick Cheney is responsible for?
For pushing a war on Iraq based on, I don't know what.
Push back, push back.
I have my own project, constructing collages out of objects collected from friends and family, sort of like portraits. We gathered some things from Phil. His collage is titled, "He Makes Me Feel So Normal."
Do you think she's beautiful? Your
I
mum?
didn't think so. I thought she was a bit short and ordinary. The saint of the ordinary. It's no wonder it's thinking to be the saint of the ordinary. Why couldn't it be socialism, the activity of the ordinary? No? Every part of the ordinary, from tip to toe.
Yes, ladies, they lied to you about the Vietnam War. They are lying now about Iraq and Afghanistan. In the case of Vietnam, they were based on a belief that the Viet Cong would come and occupy Sydney. You remember the domino theory? We can't get out of Vietnam. There'd be chaos if we did. Well, they got out and there was no chaos in Vietnam. They got their asses kicked out. That's right, the truth. And in the case of the Middle East, here's a desire to dominate and to control its resources. If there were only a few camels there, son, and deserts, who would care? They've got something else there. That's the point. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, shame on you, sir, for your activities trying to protect Mr. Cheney, wasn't it? Yes. A thug by any term, any way you like to put it.
Just keep marching, please.
I don't need you to tell me that, sir.
All right, okay.
Do you ever do any reading?
Just keep up with the
Do you ever do, yeah, okay, well, there's plenty more coming yet. Yes, there are. You should do a bit of reading, son.
We played in with kind of computers and internet.
He takes his camera everywhere. He says that cameras find things our eyes can't. Confirmation. He often tried different techniques. An interview, perhaps.
Or what would you say is the most significant event for you this year?
They've all been stunning, interspersed with boredom, loneliness, not depression. I can do something in 5 minutes that people need a bloody conference to get to, if you know what I mean, and pass an empty resolution, if you know what I mean. You know, it's as simple as that.
I mean, I'd like to say the most significant event for me this year is falling in love, but it seems to be more continuous than an event.
Sitting by my computer, lying in the bed listening to 94.1, breakthrough, getting rid of the invisible barriers that separate us.
What do you do on the computer?
Nothing. Internet won't work, can't type, have to get a typist to come up and type out things.
So why do you sit in front of it?
Phone's there.
Who do you call?
Psych nurses, interstate, cousins, get points of view from different people.
So I'm working towards being a filmmaker or a professional photographer. I wouldn't be happy being just a tool. I have to have some sort of directorial influence and creative influence in the process. What is your occupation, or are you currently working towards something?
I do it every day, done since the age of 7. He who would travel the sea, let him come hither, let him in constancy come wind, come weather. There's no discouragement shall make him once relent his first avowed intent to be a pilgrim. Bit too much, isn't it? A bit too much, isn't it? It's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant, isn't it?
Ну что? Я же за грибами еду, блин.
Workers, united. Never ever, not for some time, but for all time, will never be defeated.
Te chiamo, te correda tu. Te chiamo, te chiamo. Maekia, 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 uta. Te chiamo, te cometa tu. My God loves me, and all of the wonders I see. The rainbow shines through my window, my God loves me. My God is a Muslim, so he is a Christian. He loves Buddhists and Christians, 'cause we all are one.
We leave next year, travelling and experiencing the world, as they say. Forced away by freedom. Phil will probably stay. He feels for this place.
All I wanted to do was paint the world red. It was the colours of the British Empire, and we're going to get it again, and that's the facts of the matter, if you know what I mean. The Commonwealth brings variety, interaction, culture, experiment, life, if you know what I mean. Right. Is that all right?